decided to try to do a screencast and part of my ethical Webmastery playlist of videos, because I'm an ethical webmaster and I succeed very well and I earn plenty of money as a sovereign individual at home without having to use under the belt methods or deceptive methods, and I hate it. I like ethical webmastery. It's me, the Webmaster, for the Webmaster channel on YouTube. You can find my website soon at mastertheweb.net, and that's about the only unethical thing I'm going to do in this screencast is tell you the name of my website. But anyway, this ethical webmaster topic is about why how-to posts and 5 best, 10 best, and so on posts are unethical and usually completely deceptive. And I just found a very good example, so here we have. I actually was looking for iPhone 7 blurry pictures or blurry camera. Another day I'll do this about Google suggesting reading and stuff, suggesting this stuff on here. So to keep to the topic, not go more off topic, is this one: how to fix blurry videos. Was it videos and pictures on Apple iPhone 7? It's because people know they are people having problems, and so this guy, whoever it is, recomhub.com, how to fix blurry pictures on Apple iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. The reason people title this, of course, and if you are Webmasters Learning, you're going to be learning about this, how to get good traffic by titling your blog posts well. And that's true. I won't knock that, and I would tell you the same. But what I would say is that what is forgotten to be taught to webmasters, or people just don't care or give a toss, is that your content should actually be useful. Because although you might fool the search engines if you'd write a title like this, that if your content does not actually have any relevance, or if it's not really what people are looking for, then you will get Google results, but what you will do is get people coming, reading, and going like that on the back button. Just going on the back button and going back. And if you're me, some people don't, but I'm feel very strongly about this. I would say, I'm going to swear, fuck you. I'm not coming back to your website, and I'll probably comment. I tried to comment on this, but I couldn't. There's no comments on there. If not, I would have said, this is completely deceptive, and you are just using Webmastery and SEO techniques to get traffic, but you're not giving people what they want. And so, how to fix blurry videos and pictures on Apple iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. The truth is you can't, because it's faulty. It's a bad design. Reason being, it has a telephoto lens, the iPhone 7 Plus at least, and a digital zoom. And they argue with each other. And if you try and take close-ups like me and macro images, as soon as you zoom in on something, the telephoto and the other lens, the digital zoom, start arguing with each other. They get confused. And even if you take a normal pic, not close-up, and you look at it on your computer screen and zoom it up, you'll see it's all blurry as hell. Really bad pictures for how much Apple are bragging about this product. So the truth is you cannot fix it unless you've been really stupid and it's blurry for what this person says. The process to fix blurry pictures and videos on your new iPhone 7 or iPhone 7 Plus. This is heavy keyword weight. Here, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. It's doing that for Googlebot to see you have a high percentage of the chosen keyword in the title within your blog post. This is true that it's good for SEO if you're talking to a search bot. But if you're talking to a person, then a person you're talking to, and talking to persons, that if you're talking to a person and you say talking to a person every 17 times you're talking to a person, you say talking to a person 7 times, every 2 times you say not talking to a person, but you're really talking to a person and not talking to a bot. You see, is that boring, how I'm talking? Of course it's fucking boring. And for the readers to read this, iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus, you have an iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus with 2 more words and iPhone 7 Plus, and then 2 more words and another iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus with an iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus. With iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus, it's very simple that if you write iPhone and iPhone 7 Plus, you're going to fool the Google bot and piss off your readers, because we're human, we're not robots. That's not how to write interesting authorship, right? Secondly, it doesn't solve the problem. What it's telling you is you've forgotten to take off your protective plastic casing. Well, that's one single possibility that an idiot might have done. But that doesn't fix blurry pictures. What it does is it stops your lens from taking blurry pictures because you've been stupid and left your case on. But that's not what people are looking for, because this camera lens and this camera and the Plus version are taking blurry pictures because it's a crap piece of hardware that hasn't really been developed properly. Apple refused to comment on it because they know it's true, and they prefer complacency and silence to admitting their own mistakes, because they've become a corporation who've lost their way because they don't have Steve Jobs with them. So anyway, what I'm going to tell you now about titling your powerful blog posts and loading your posts with keywords like this that is more like spam to the eyes of a human, but according to what this guy thinks, this webmaster thinks, is still good for the Google bot. Well, it is, because you can see it got a second page result, yeah? But what I can tell you is that the reason better posts with much better written content, with more useful content, is not coming higher, is not because Google doesn't value well written and well authored and good grammar content. It's because all of you are being taught to do this crap and not write useful, well authored, good grammar. And so all Google has to look for is crap, misleading titles with spammy text in there. And it still reads that because it's got nothing better to evaluate and give a higher ranking, which is why I am going to write something about this problem. And I'll be coming back to see if I get in Google after 3 weeks, because according to Google insiders and according to me, Google's latest update and its future updates with its artificial intelligence, Google DeepMind, which I'll talk about another day too, is now able to evaluate and give a higher ranking to well-written, good grammar, interesting authored content. And so I would say for the future, if you write posts like this with iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus for the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, let's spam the word iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus again with the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. I am a robot. If you do that, by the time Google has got DeepMind and its evaluation algorithms of text content within blog posts completely finely tuned, this kind of post is going to get buried and relegated to the bottom. So if people are teaching you on other webmaster tutorials and other how-to webmaster sites to do this crap, I would say don't. Because firstly, it's inhuman and it's not fair to your readers, and it pisses you off, me off, and anybody off who's trying to find some decent help or information on the internet, and that is not what we humans are supposed to do. Let's get ethical, people. Ethical webmastery, please. Master the web with real class. Don't master it with crap, following trends. Secondly, it's not good SEO for much longer, because Google DeepMind and their search engine algorithms and evaluation algorithms for how they're going to evaluate your posts your post titles with the content. There's lots of things that it's going to evaluate. The recency of the post, how many shares it got to Facebook, how many positive comments it got, how many star ratings it got, how much reaction it got, how much anger is expressed in the comments and reactions, because believe me, Google DeepMind Artificial Intelligence is going to be able to see from the text and the grammar, understand the language in it, to see if people are commenting, this is a totally deceptively titled blog post with very spammy, overloaded keywords. It's going to evaluate that too, that public opinion does not like the post, and it's going to demote it. Yeah, because Google's artificial intelligence search engine algorithms, using its DeepMind, deep learning, is going to be able to do that at least as well as a human, and much better, because most humans don't even know what good grammar is unless they went to school or they taught themselves like I did. So this is my insights on how to master the web using ethical ways, writing for humans, not search engines and bots, and not spamming people, and definitely not repeating yourself like this with iPhone 7 or iPhone 7 Plus, yeah, to get your keywords in there, and forget about your actual human readers. And apart from that, I'd recommend that you do this more ethical way, because Google's algorithms are considering this and taking it into consideration with their new AI. And so the real best way to webmaster and master the web with your blogs is real content, well written, good grammar, don't misspell it, make sure you put your commas in, make it very readable and interesting and useful. And that is the way to webmaster for the future, because all of this deceptive methods, which is written for a bot and not a human, is not going to be working much longer. Even though you can see the guy got second search result, top search result in Google, that's only because people are not being taught to create real, interesting, useful, well-written content for human beings, not bots. But if you do, and I do, and everybody else does, all of this crap is going to disappear from first page, which would be a good thing, wouldn't it, really? That you don't have to behave like an asshole to get good results with your website. Because that's what everybody's teaching each other in the moment, because they don't have any brain, they don't know any better, and they can't think as deeply as some people, such as myself, can. And they don't read up as to how Google DeepMind and how artificial intelligence is changing the way that Google and other search engines are evaluating websites and ranking them or giving them results. So we are in the last days of this spam crap, hopefully, unless Google's DeepMind AI is not taking things into consideration in the same way I do. I'd be happy to give them free consultations and advise them if they want. But they're also arrogant and hard to teach. And that's another subject for another day. But anyway, however stupid they are and however close-minded they are, DeepMind is teaching itself, so it doesn't need the idiots who invented it or who financed it and commissioned it to be able to improve itself. I think I'd better make something about DeepMind, yeah? Let's do this. How to fix iOS 11 just came out. iOS 11 problems, how to fix them. For God's sake, it's only been out a couple of days, and these guys are already telling you how to fix them. No, they're not. They're right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Is this good? There is good stuff. Let's have a look. iOS 11 problems are inevitable with so many people now. Comes with its own host of new features. One user has reported. One user, you see. There's not even enough feedback for them to know. One user has reported. No longer allows them to join their personal Wi-Fi network. You're calling that a common bug? one user has reported this and you think there's 1,000 users going to be having that? Or you just know that this is going to be a powerful topic after the release of iOS 11. But do you really have something to tell them? Some apps are gone or not working properly. Well, that's with or without iOS 11. And that's the same with iOS 10. If they're not compatible, they will be gone. Your phone is suddenly filling up its storage. That's the same with iOS 10. The home button is slow to wake the device. The lock screen freezes. That happens with iOS 10. Nothing could be more to just a type of problem that may resolve itself as a new operating system. But if persists more than a week, it will likely be worth restoring a backup of... You don't have a solution, you asshole. This is completely... There are no solutions here offered because it hasn't been out long enough. Poor battery life. They don't know. There's not enough time to gather this data. This is all shot in the dark crap. This is all shot in the dark. Not even one user has reported this. Apple made sure you could easily access it. This can mean you can accidentally swipe it onto the screen when in the middle of using an app. Well, you can do that with the old control center, you assholes. You're just talking about things you've already known from iOS 10. Bullshit, you know. There's absolutely no how to fix any problems because they haven't found out what the problems are. It's all speculation. But oh my God, I'm going to talk about those pop-ups as well. Don't do that. Don't put those pop-ups in your website. They piss you off. They piss me off. And they make me never return to the website. Do not believe the hype that putting those pop-ups in your website will help you, because those blogs that tell you it's going to help you are made by precisely the same developers who make the pop-up and want you to install it on your website. It's a con. It's trying to get you to install their spam on your website by telling you it's going to give you good results with your readers. How to fix a leaking toilet. Now that's good. That's good. Probably. iFixit, the free repair manual. Now that's good. Free repair guide for everything written by everybody. Not written by bloggers looking for SEO. It's probably quite good. So, how to fix cow farts. Now that's really useful because it ruins the ozone layer. But hey, popsci.com. So I like, at least, you know, I'd rather read this than that how to fix your iPhone camera that tells you forgot to take the case off or your fingers covering the lens. Yeah, but what people want to know is how to fix the actual software and hardware. I don't like this, by the way, floating video ads either. Piss off, goodbye. Because 86% of 2016 viewing and content consumption on the internet was in video, not reading text on websites. All of these websites are putting video ads in there, following the trend. But what they don't know is that then, by following a trend, because they've heard that 86% of the world watched video instead of reading last year, they're now ramming video ads down everybody's throat, and they're going to make people run away from video and go back to reading text on websites that don't have any fucking floating videos that scroll down the page with you, when actually you were listening to music on your stereo as you were reading the web, or listening to a podcast from your favorite author or your favorite speaker or the news. And when you go on a website, all of a sudden this video takes over your ears and starts ramming some kind of ads at you. Fuck off. Where is the web going? Let's get ethical, people, and stop doing this. I make anything between $10,000 to $20,000 a month sat at home enjoying myself, and I don't do any of that crap. And I advise you guys not to either. If you're going to learn how to master the web with me, the Webmaster, as I like to call myself in this particular pseudonym and AKA, then you're not going to be taught how to do things in that way. Yeah, anybody who does that I consider to be immoral and an asshole just to get for his own self-promotion of his website, to piss his readers off, to destroy the quality of the information on the internet and the enjoyability of the experience. Fuck off. This is not the way to develop the web, and it's not the way to make your website something you can be proud of and make a lot of money out of, if that's what you want. You don't need to do that to make money, my friends. Believe me. Do it by telling the truth. That's what I do. And do it by giving really useful information. And teach people to be good and moral. Don't have to be an asshole to get ahead in life. You don't have to be an asshole and make crap stuff on your website to be successful. And so, that's the end of the first of my ethical webmastery talks and videos, which I'm now going to close and upload to my YouTube channel, The Webmaster. So here I am, once again repeating that stupid keyword, The Webmaster, signing off.